what is the hero's journey? So think about Wizard of Oz, Star Wars, or any of these. What happens? You've got kind of someone that has to go out and leave their home, leave their city, leave their world, go into this other scenario and face something. And because they got this call, just knock at the door. And if you don't answer it, it'll keep knocking. Trust me. It gets louder and louder, and eventually you're gonna open the door and you're gonna take the call. And then you've got to go off. And you've got to go off and face adversity. You've got to go through things that you wouldn't normally face. Along the way, you're usually going to get a mentor, someone that kind of comes in. Maybe it's Obi-Wan Kenobi for Luke Skywalker, and kind of shows them the way. But Luke's house gets burned down, and he has to go, and he has to go face this. He's just a normal dude. And then you find that within you, you've got the answers all along. The power is within you, but you need this journey, this effort to go bring it out in you, and someone to help kind of guide you, coach you. Maybe you get a superpower or a strength or something along the way in some of these movies, or David versus Goliath kind of times. And at some point you've got to go into that cave, that deepest part of the cave, or back into, gotta go fight that dragon. What's the dragon? It's just this mythical kind of vision of something that can't be defeated. It's got these scales and it breathes fire, and it's super intense, and it's massive and large, and there's no way you could ever go slay this dragon. But in every scenario, you go out, you find the way, you find within you this strength that allows you to overcome your fears, typically, whatever's holding you back. If it's Dorothy and Wizard of the Oz, Oz, the great examples are, she's got to find courage, she's got to be smart, all these things that are within her, all these things that she just needs to go overcome and solve, and then she can click her heels and go home, and she's a changed, better person. And then that last stage is to bring the message back and to share it and to grow, kind of that growth mindset. And oftentimes start your next journey eventually and continue those iterations and keep growing. But a lot of times, from what my discussions with some people who understand this concept, it's usually facing whatever is holding you back in life.